What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, Caspians. I am back with another video for you guys. Took a few days to myself, was having some headaches, right? Yeah, just took some days to myself to refresh, get right back to it like we never left, guys. And man, the days I'm not posting, all of a sudden we just see huge bearish momentum in every chart out there. Every chart out there is just absolutely bearish. I see a lot of comments coming into my comment section saying Cas is a pump and dump, all kinds of crazy stuff going on recently. Everybody that was asking for an entry on Cas when it was on its way to when it got to 5 cent, 5.1 cent. You know, are you guys DCAing now? Are you guys dollar cost averaging into Casper now that it's retracing, right? Probably not, because we know how the typical retail investor thinks. Psychologically, they want to buy when the project is green, when there's pumps, and they don't want to buy when we're seeing red days, when we're seeing corrections, right? And so it only makes sense for Cas to have a correction. It's a healthy correction, and nothing has changed in Casper's development. The community developers are still building, Shy, etc. are still building. We're gonna get 10 BPS mainnet sooner than you think. Listings are happening for Casper. The community is still extremely strong. They're even trying to mention other projects that are DAG protocols next to Casper, when we know Cas is above and beyond all of that with its DAG-Knight technology. So right now we're having bearish momentum. This is the time this is the time that I was saying you DCA, right? Excuse me. When Cas was at 5 cent, 5.1 cent, you could have put in a little bit of a buy, just a little bit of exposure. Say for example, you got $1,000, you put $50 at that, just to cleanse that FOMO feeling. You have $1,000, you put in 50 right there, and then you DCA on the way down the rest of that $950 into Cas, right? And that way you lower your average in that $50 buy at that 5 cent, 5.1 cent mark. Didn't really affect you at all, right? And that's what I was saying in the live streams. I know a lot of people miss the live streams. It's been 3 days I haven't went live, so we gonna be right back to it, man. Like I said, I had some headaches and just wanted to take some days to refresh, but we back, man. And like I said, man, this is why you DCA. You can never time the market. We broke that 4.1 cent range. I still think we have it up on TradingView for the Casper chart. We broke that 4.1 cent range. That was the big support. We broke that. This is the last time I checked the chart with that arrow. And we broke down. So like I said, guys, this is why you DCA, because you could never time the markets. We actually tried to push back up, but yeah, a correction is healthy for Cas. And my thesis still stands that we'll be going to $1 in the bull cycle, in my opinion, because of the technology behind Casper. Even though right now it's bearish, my viewership is probably gonna be terrible, because nobody wants to see Casper videos when it's retracing. They only want to check it out when it's pumping, right? But that's not an issue. We can see from the RSI, everything is just bearish right now, guys. But yeah, this is the time you buy red days. You buy the red days, you DCA, you add to your bag. If you don't have 100k Casper yet, now is your opportunity to do so. Get a better entry to get your 100,000 Casper. And like I said, I'm not gonna be trading. I'm just gonna be holding, guys. That's all I'll be doing for Cas, right? We'll check out what the community is saying in the next video. Daily chart shows cup and handle pattern, Aquila XBT. The daily chart, let's see. Cup and handle pattern for, oh yeah, he's right. The daily does show a huge cup and handle. This is a cup, this is the handle. Will we bounce up from there? That's actually very clear right there for that cup and handle. Karen Bitcoin miners will start mining Casper soon. Oh, so we got tactical investing. When you will be mining what? And there's still bullish news happening. This is why you gotta check the CMC community replies, man. Tactical investing in about 2 to 3 weeks. One of the big Bitcoin miners is gonna start mining Cas. What? That is absolutely huge. Deepak, hidden bullish signal pattern indicates that more bullish is incoming. We got new art shared, 6 principles of Cas: fastest transactions, block DAG, scalability, instant confirmation, security, efficient proof of work, right? And not a whale saying there's a second shoulder, it's forming dumping time. And Evie, I'm bullish on Cas. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, man, if you don't have that 100k yet, now's the time to DCA. Crypto El Presidente, Cas is about to make a very important move. I would argue that this might be in fact the most important move yet. The question is, which way will it resolve? Whether you're dreaming of new highs or capitulation to fill your bags, I think you're about to find out, right? We'll see what happens here, man. Like I said, man, if you were looking for that entry on Cas, now's your chance, right? You could have been DCAing every week, $100 every week. You know, how long has it been since the retrace started? Not that long, not even every week, like every couple days, right? Let's go to the 1 hour. My apologies, guys. Yeah, so every few days you could have just tossed in 100 into Kaspa, you know, every 4 days, you know, on this way down to get a better average. We'll see what happens, man. Documenting Cas today, Cas broke 10 PHS and 294,000 active addresses on Casper. 294,000 addresses, right? Projects like I think Shiba, not to compare Cas to Shiba, but Shiba has like 1 million, 2 million addresses. So imagine when Cas gets to 1 million addresses, right? 10.23 PHS. That is the highest hash rate Casper has achieved. Even though the price action is the way it is, the miners are still mining and securing the Casper network, which is bullish. Spartan Wealth Academy, people wanted to buy Cas when it was pumping but didn't. I've missed my opportunity to enter. Now it's at 0.05. The same people when Cas corrects to the levels they previously wished they bought at. It's too risky for me to enter now. Not gonna make it, Cas. This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys, from Spartan Wealth Academy. Now that it's retracing down, it's too risky for me to enter. And when it was at 5 cents, I missed my chance at 5 cents, right? The psychology, man, the psychology never changes. 10 PHS for Casper's hash rate. Cas, while that escalated quickly, more than 2x in just 2 weeks. Follow the miners and they'll take you to the promised land. $1 is coming sooner than many may think. $3 to $5 peak bull price LFG. And like I said, man, $1 to $3 for Cas. I wouldn't rule that out going into the top of the bull cycle. So if you're gonna be a smart investor, you would accumulate at, you know, these levels. Jim Skibum, the Cas hash rate has officially broken 10 PHS. The rise in hash rate for Bitcoin over the years was bullish because BTC was fundamentally sound. We're seeing the same thing on Cas in the increased network security afforded by the ASICs. Look at this, man. 10 PHS for Cas. History made today. We're comparing to the Bitcoin levels seen in 2013 and 2014 when it comes to the mining hash rate, guys. And that, like I said, is bullish. Shoe wrecked. Entire market looking like crap, but Cas orders just stacking up. Now, typically when the market is crashing or dumping, Bitcoin is retracing, Cas is not affected. This time around it is, right? This time around Cas got hit, man. I guess because we were due for a correction after hitting a new all-time high. A correction was, you know, most likely to happen. So, you know, that's just, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, right? But people are buying. You can see people are still loading, right? Even with the retraces, people are loading. Jim Skiba with that about says it all. BTC Lightning Network adds centralization to BTC. Cas, on the other hand, scales at the base layer and therefore does not need any centralized L2s for scalability. Cas is decentralized, secure, and scalable at the base layer. So Lightning Labs, which is, Lightning Network, has a partnership with the World Economic Forum. And if you're like me, who knows about, the WEF and CBDCs, and you will owe nothing and you will be happy, and the tyranny that potentially will ensue because of these entities, you would honestly think, well, Lightning Network, this is super bearish for Lightning to be partnering with the WEF, right? We won't see that with Cas, though, fully decentralized. So Bitcoin itself is still decentralized, don't get me wrong, but Lightning, to help the scalability of Bitcoin, partnering with the WEF is super sad and very bearish news, man. Crypto El Presidente: for everyone wanting cheaper prices on Cas, you want cheaper prices because the chart right now looks stronger than anything else in crypto. You're imagining lower prices with today's sentiment. If we went to the June prices, like below 95% wouldn't buy it. Stop kidding yourself. If Cas dropped all the way back down to 2 cents, would you be buying Cas, or would you be saying, no, it's too risky, it's gonna go to zero, it's gonna dump all the way down? What decision would you make if you're watching right now? If Cas went to 2 cents, would you be scooping up that dip? $2,000 for 100k Casper? Would you be buying that dip? Me personally, I would be, right? I would be buying, but we'll see what you guys do in the future, right? Cas is the ultimate DAG project, the king. Even if they share other projects that have DAG technology, Cas is the king of that, and it is an innovative, unique project. It is #1. So that's why I say, man, this retrace, we're gonna bounce back going into the bull cycle. $1 is still on my bingo card for Cas. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let's get this video up, man, like we never left, guys. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate all the support that you give. Really means the world to keep consistently making the content. And I'll catch you in the next one.